Welcome back, everybody, to the Crypto Traders Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about Compound and why you want to watch Mr. Compound. JOMO, tell us about Compound.
Compo is amazing because it's one of these coins that even though the market is quite indecisive in the past month, it came ripping out of the lows. It had a capitulation event on a Friday, just like most alts had in that Deem Friday where everybody was so scared about regulatory, efforts. Because not securities, people dumped, hedge funds dumped, and someone bought the shit out of Compound and it ripped out of the lows and now is actually one of the main leaders of the market. Now, the beauty about Compound is one, it's quite underfollowed, right? No one really is looking at it, but on the other hand, it has a lot of liquidity. So you can load up and make a big position, all right? Again, big position is maximum 30, 35%. The way I see it, even 25% only of capital. Depends how much time and how good is your trading and how you know your own trading. And as well, two more things. It had a horizontal resistance of the last, at least, out of 400 days or ish that it moved sideways. And it had a horizontal resistance around the $70 to $76, all right, which broke out, all right, on volume, all right. Look at the weekly volume, all right. The weekly volume is one of the biggest volumes we've seen in more than 6 or 7 months. And if you go from the weekly to the daily, you're going to see something beautiful. You're going to see how the supply and demand dynamics are shifting in a very beautiful cup with handle formation. Now, a cup with handle comes after a big move up, consolidation sideways, then the chart, creates like a cup in handle and gives us an opportunity to get in the breakout of the handle with very low risk trade, because we are low risk traders. We use stop losses if we are wrong. And this is a beautiful stop loss, and it broke out magnificently. And now we're already in profits. What do you think, CM, about Compound?
Holy mama, man. Man, the weekly chart, it completely convinced me. Let's clean it for a sec. The weekly chart, we had a fake out to the downside, like you said, with the capitulation that created triple bullish divergence on the weekly. Actually, triple. You can see here. That was the weekly low, and it actually made a higher low and a higher low, while the price action just went lower and lower if you look on the line chart. So that's, or at least you get in if you wanna be annoying, this is not a bad. So at least you have a bullish divergence here. You have a lower low on the weekly on these two lows, and you have a huge higher low on the weekly, and the chart we discussed is me and you remember. Look at the breakout, man, on this pattern, man. This pattern like a kind. It's not an inverted head and shoulder. It's we call it box pattern. That things going sideways for actually a year or two, and then they break out on massive volume. So that could be a very strong move for Compound and a very strong bull market for Compound. We're expecting a big move on Compound. Give us a price prediction, JOMO. Give us a price prediction for this year. What do you think on Compound?
I would say Compound, it has a little bit of overhead supply. So I would say that pessimistic, at least for a trade, I'm going to go to between $180 to $200 in the next couple of months, or by the end of the year, maybe for a trade. I would say 180 is where I would be out of most of the position, but 200 I will leave a runner, and then I will need to let it build sideways and convince me a bit more. Remember, it's a mid cap, it's coming out of the lows, it's not a new project, but maybe it will surprise me and it will actually go to new highs. I would say to new highs, we need a really good environment, a new maybe bull market, raging bull market, and then we can even have a more optimistic way. But you don't need to wait until then. The beauty of is that if you know what to look at, CM, and you know what to look for, you can trade it like we traded it, right? We saw what's happening. We saw the movement that came off the lows. We saw the incredible volume that pushed it, all right? We saw the cup and handle building, all right? And we understood the shift of supply and demand dynamics. That's why in our community. We are already in a position in Compound. We are already trading it. We already took profits, right? So we already financed our risk. So even if I will hold this until, you know, a month from now and will get stopped out, I will still get stopped out in profit. That's what happens when you know the mechanics of how to trade. And if some of our viewers, maybe they don't know how to trade, maybe they've been doing it for a while and don't really understood, you know, the principles or the mindset of how to become traders, you know, I go to them and say, you don't need to wait. Join our community, and you're going to see that not only that you will get these trades in real time, how to take them, how to take profits, how to move on, how to be a consistent profitable trader over time. We make money each and every month, all right? You will be in a very small amount of people that will get this for less than $20 a month, because to be honest, I'm not going to leave it like this for a while. This is bear market prices. I want people to believe in me, to understand my work, to appreciate my work, and we're going to build as a community, go forward. And if we'll be one of those people that wait until the next bull market, where we already are in a big community, the prices are going to be at least 5 to 10-fold. And I'm going to be sorry because I don't have enough time for everybody, and I assume people understand me. So join now. Get into this journey with me, and I will take you hand by hand how to make profits consistently. CM, thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. See you in the next one. Subscribe.